static matter, dynamic activity, strategic existence. All these three has no boundary. You are one with it. You are alive in everything. Everything listens to you. Everything decides as you want.
Beautifully, Bhagwan explained. What is power manifestation? Power manifestation, everything decides as we want, manifesting our reality as we want, from what we understand as the materialistic world to the conscious space, the quantum space, how we can live as frequency, as the higher reality. Paramashiva is real, manifesting that in our microcosm, in our brain, as consciousness. It's a science because millions have experienced that, and each one of us can experience that. Science of our manifestation is authentic, time-tested, scientific, and foolproof. The pramanas, the evidences that are given here to give a cognitive shift for us to understand the greater reality. For the power of experiencing the etheric body appearing in dream or in multiple places. The Pramanas, the Shastra Pramana, the eternal unchangeable truth revealed in the source scriptures, the Vedas and the Agamas. Apta Pramana, the results of Aptas. Who are the Aptas? Aptas are the Rishis, Munis, Ganas, Nainamas, Alvars, Siddhas, Rishis, Rishikas, Devas, Devatas, Yoginis, Yogis. Millions of them who are the authority of Hinduism, who have manifested all the powers of Paramashiva, which is authentic, time-tested, scientific, and foolproof. Atma Pramana, account of His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, this millennium's avatar's personal experience of power manifestation. Bhagavan's very own Leela is how a cognitive shift can manifest as powers. Shakshi Pramana, the experience of millions of devotee, disciple, followers all around the world, manifesting the powers of Paramashiva. Pratyaksha Pramana, the scientific study, measuring the effect of being in the enlightened state. Bhagavan Paramashiva has clearly said how we can experience the higher reality. The Paramashiva is real in reflecting in our brain as the microcosm, experiencing the higher dimension, the frequency, the spirit consciousness that we are. And this is scientifically trying to map into the science. Science is still catching up, but all what is documented is there in the Avatar Shastra. The Pramanas for the power of experiencing the etheric body and appearing in multiple places. The Shastra Pramana is from Shiva Samhita 5.47 Panchama Patala by Ishvara.
तिष्ठन् गच्छन् स्वपन् भुञ्जन् ध्यायेत् शून्यमहर्निशम् तथाकाशमयो योगी चिदाकाशे विलीयते तिष्ठन् गच्छन् स्वपन् भुञ्जन् ध्यायेत् शून्यमहर्निशम् तथाकाशमयो योगी चिदाकाशे विलीयते.
Bhagavan Paramashiva beautifully says, he who contemplates on the space of infinity, who has no other existence, the Sunya, while walking, talking, standing, dreaming, waking, walking, become completely etheric and is completely absorbed in the Chitta Shakti, the etheric inner space. Bhagavan Paramashiva has beautifully given us the higher cognition, the Katakasha, Chitakasha, and Mahakasha. How, when the sun reflects in a pot of water, if the pot decides that it is conscious, it is the identity, and starts functioning, what can it do? It can hold water. That's it. It's a limited cognition. But if you understand, you are not just the pot, you are the reflection, the light which is reflecting in you as in the pot and outside the pot is one and the same. When the pot breaks, you simply know that everything that is there is just reflecting in the water. Same way Bhagavan says, the reflection of the superconsciousness, which is the space, which is reflecting in your brain as your reality. When you experience the oneness, you can experience that you are not just the matter, Kata Akasha, but you are also the Chita Akasha, where you are the consciousness reflecting from the superconsciousness into your brain. How you can understand how, when you go to a river, you can get a cup of water, or you can get a bucket of water, or you can get the tank, but you have to do it. When you are and drop all the differentiating notions, here he says, who contemplates on the space of infinity. When you drop the outer world and you understand you are the space of infinity, Paramashiva, when you contemplate how that reflects in you and how this reality is experienced, if the pot is not experiencing it, if the water is not experiencing it, then what is that which is the reflection which is happening in it? What is that which is happening? The very Leela can be understood when we understand the space of infinity, how we exist as frequency, as quantum, as string theory, as neuroelasticity, plasticity that happens in our brain to the fine grooves of our brain. Bhagavan says when you take the Haritaki, not just the laxative part, but it opens the fine grooves of the brain, which reflects the jnana, the higher reality into your brain. And then when you have the vairagya, the will persistence, getting down to get things done, the will, the strategic will, how Bhagavan said, Prahalada, Nachiketa, who Nachiketa did not eat for 2 days. Dhruva, who did not eat nor breathe nor drink, and he just decided that Vishnu is real and he is going to experience Vishnu in physical reality. And simply Vishnu came down. When you get integrated beyond your basic needs, you understand you are consciousness. You are not just the body. You are consciousness, and you attest on that and integrate on that at any cost. If you stand by that, simply you can shake the lokas, and anything you want has to appear in front of you and has to happen as your reality.